ninth largest crowd in Nutter Center history, watching what I'm sure no one in this place expected to see tonight. Wright State leads Michigan State by a bucket with 1:45 to go in the game.
Well, and I'm sure what Ed Schilling told his guys was, guys, minute 45 seconds. That's 2 TV commercials, guys. We just got to go out. You play as hard as you possibly can. We'll rest for a week, but you go out and play and give everything you got.
Charlie Bell being hounded by Bills. Over to Granger. Shot clock's at 12. Cross-court feed. Peterson again misses. Bell, though, comes away with a rebound. Fresh 35, Michigan State. Bell double-teamed and travels. Wright State gets the basketball back. Bell was trying to draw the foul that time. Tried to split defenders, but took an extra step. Wright State gets the basketball back.
That's just great recognition by Kevin Melson, Marcus May. They knew they had Charlie Bell. Caught the corner. You don't want to run away from a double team. You clamp him down hard. He tried to split through it, but traveled with the basketball and turns it over.
1:15 left in the game. Still a 2-point Raider lead. Schoenfeld looking to do something with it. Lobs it to Hope. Shot clock's at 15.
Raiders doing a nice job of handling the basketball against the pressure. Michigan State not at a point where they want to foul.
Bill steps on the baseline as he started his move.
Turns the basketball over. But Ed Schilling on the sideline. A little bit of cheerleading going on over there. Rooting his guys on. 59.1 left. Raiders up 2.
The shooter, Mike Chappelle, comes back into the game for Michigan State. 59 seconds left. Michigan State with the basketball. Wright State with the lead. Forrest Peterson to Bell against pressure. To Hudson. Back over to Peterson. Everyone on their feet.
Boy, the perimeter people really have to recognize where the shooters are.
Granger, who has been deadly from the outside. They go to Chappelle. Inside, great defense and a steal. Thomas Hope coming over help side, knocks it away. Wright State is 30 seconds away from one of the bigger upsets of this college basketball season.
Now we're talking foul. Michigan State has got to foul.
Schoenfeld gets hammered out high by Andre Hudson. 21 seconds left. The foul was on Andre Hudson, his second. The 10th team foul against Michigan State. Wright State will shoot the double bonus the rest of the way. The game has 21 seconds left. Israel Schoenfeld, who hits 82% of his free throws, at the line for 2 mammoth tosses. A half dozen for Schoenfeld. A 3-point Wright State lead. Schoenfeld puts Wright State ahead by 4. Confusion reigns now. Wright State called a timeout.
Ed Schilling telling the referees during the shot, I want a timeout. Boy, pandemonium starting to ensue here.
The lead at 4 for Wright State, 51-47 over Michigan State. Now if you're Ed Schilling right now, again, we talked about the enthusiasm, the emotion of the moment. You really have to keep your head on your shoulders right now. The one thing you don't want to give up is a 4-point play.
Well, that's exactly right. And Ed Schilling, I'm sure, is going to tell his guys, hey guys, this is what we've worked all week for. I told you we could do it. He's got his guys believing right now. Ed Schilling could tell his guys he can walk on water, and they'd bow down. But I'm sure he's telling them right now, guys, we cannot foul.
And if you're Michigan State, you know where the ball's going. A couple of guys. Morris Peterson, despite his shooting woes, is still a 52% career 3-point shooter this season. He can hit it from out there. A.J. Granger, Mike Chappelle.
And we've talked about it before, Marty. These guys have been here. You know, you can't sell them short. They are going to continue to go until the final bell.
Here we go. Charlie Bell. Weaves his way in, glides, and is fouled. Clock is stopped with 13 seconds left.
Boy, the one thing you didn't want to happen right there. You know, at that point, you're almost better off. You see Charlie Bell doing his best Curly Neal imitation. Great job at taking the ball through traffic. Thomas Hope fouls out. Great game for the freshman. What can you say about him? 10 rebounds against probably one of the top 3 or 4 rebounding teams in the nation.
Hope averaging half of that coming into the game rebound-wise. Ed Schilling taking as much of his allotted 1 minute to change as he possibly can. It will be Bruno Peterson's coming in to replace Thomas Hope. It will be Charlie Bell at the line for Michigan State. He has not attempted a free throw tonight. A 72% free throw shooter on the season. Michigan State as a team is just 6 of 9.
Boy, ice water in the veins right there. Charlie Bell takes the ball, dribbles it twice, and knocks it down. Boy, right now what you got to be thinking is you're going to see pressure like you have never seen before. Michigan State going to get the timeout now, up to 13.6 left. Boy, I'm sure Ed Schilling is going to. Lewis Holmes, I think, has checked into the basketball game for ball handling ability and be able to shoot the free throws. Boy, what can you say? The crowd's into the game. Just what the doctor ordered.
A 2-point lead for Wright State at 51-49. The timeout called. Michigan State has 2 remaining. Wright State has 2 timeouts left. The possession arrow favors Wright State. The scoreboard also favors Wright State. The key here, number 1, get the ball in bounds.
Well, you know, and the one key thing you just mentioned was the possession arrow. You don't need to throw it away. Don't turn it over. If you're tied up, hang on for dear life.
Be strong with the basketball. If you have never been before in your life, now's the time to do it.
Well, now it's very, very important that the Raider players go and meet the basketball. You can't fade away.
Nelson to trigger it in. Bounces it to Marcus May, and he's fouled immediately by David Thomas. Into the game for Michigan State is Brandon Smith, a 5'10 junior, as Tom Izzo puts a quick lineup on the floor in this situation. Although with the type of speed they've shown tonight, I don't think he can put anything other but a quick lineup on the floor. Marcus May will go to the line.
Brandon Smith checks into the game. I'm sure he's there for quickness and for foul ability. He's got 5 fouls. He can chase people and he can commit personal fouls. But boy, I tell you what, if Marcus May has had a bigger set of free throws in his life, it'd be tough to name him.
First of 2. The Baker's dozen tonight for Marcus May, 13 points.
Tom Izzo answers with his shooters.
Chappelle and Granger come back in. The Wright State lead at 3 with 13 seconds left. Marcus May back to the line.
Well, and this is huge right here because we go from 3 to 4, and Marcus got it.
14 for Marcus May. Ed Schilling will situation substitute on his own now. Bruno Peterson comes in, replacing Lewis Holmes for defense. 13 seconds left. Raiders will apply some pressure. Officials stop things momentarily, making sure the clock is correct. The shot clock not a factor. It is off. 13 seconds left. Spartans inbounded. Charlie Bell.
You don't foul, and when that shot goes up, you get on the glass.
Morris Peterson calls a timeout in front of a disbelieving Tom Izzo, who I don't think wanted a timeout in that situation. Izzo had the look on his face like, Morris, what the heck are you doing right now?
Well, and I think had there been more time on the clock, Charlie Bell spent a lot of time dribbling sideways up the floor. And Tom Izzo, I'm sure, is thinking, Charlie, we're going up the floor. Why do we want to stop that? Now he's in a difficult position right now because, I mean, you got 7.7. That's a quick possession in any book. You're down 4. Boy, that, you know, you would like to have that with maybe 10-11 on the clock to where you could make something happen.
Michigan State tonight shooting 18 of 54 for 33%. Wright State 16 of 39 for 41%. Rebounding, just a 4-board advantage for Michigan State tonight. The Raiders, though, hit 15 of their 20 free throws tonight. Michigan State has been to the line just 11 times.
Well, and if I'm a Wright State player, if I get a rebound, I hold it as tight as I can.
Granger spots up, misses. Battle for the loose ball with 3 seconds left. It's Wright State basketball. Wright State is 3 seconds away from upsetting a Final Four team. Kevin Melson will inbound the basketball. Prior to that, Ed Schilling wants a timeout. There's been so much written and so much said about the struggles and the things that Ed Schilling has tried to do with his basketball program. While certainly a win of this caliber does not erase where he wants this program to be or gets it there immediately, it certainly adds a great deal of respectability and validity to what he's trying to do here at Wright State.
Well, there's no doubt about it. He's trying to build and teach a system, and he's proven to his guys, and he's proven to recruits down the road, guys, my system works. I take 3 sophomores or 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores, and I put them on the floor, and we beat Michigan State. My system works, and I guarantee you, this is going to send shockwaves not only through the country, but probably more meaningful is through the conference. The MCC, they're thinking Wright State at 3-8, they're done. They're going to see this, and people are going to stand up and say, this team's going to have to be reckoned with.
Nelson will have to inbound the basketball. Michigan State out of timeouts. Nelson looks to get it in, bounces it to Marcus May. He will hold the basketball. Upset. They say Christmas comes once. I think it just arrived one more time. Wright State has upset Michigan State tonight here at the Nutter Center. The fans swarm the floor. Wright State has defeated Michigan State tonight by the final of 53-49 here at the Nutter Center. You're not alone if you ask yourself, do you believe what you just saw?
Marty, I'm almost speechless. I've been around Wright State basketball for nearly 20 years. I was part of the national championship game up in Springfield, Massachusetts. But this is unbelievable.
Wright State tonight has upset Michigan State, the final 53-49. You are watching Wright State basketball on Time Warner Sports.
There is an easier way to find a job. The MCC, together with JobTrack.com, bring you the largest job listing website exclusively for students and alumni. It's where over 400,000 businesses have come looking for talents just like yours. The MCC and JobTrack.com, the fastest track between school and work. Check it out at your school's Career Center.
What? Dean's List.
These days, there are all sorts of cute little compact SUVs running around. And lots of monsters lumbering about. But Dodge Durango is different. Roomier than the little ones, more manageable than the huge ones. The just right-sized Durango. Perfectly positioned between the toys and the tanks. Dodge Durango. Different.
Wright State tonight upsets Michigan State by the final of 53-49 here at the Nutter Center. Let's quickly go courtside now where Mark Vest is with a very happy Marcus May.
Marcus, the biggest win in Wright State history, barring one game, the national championship, nearly 20 years ago. How does it feel?
Oh, I'm just overjoyed right now. Coach said, we could do it. Just pay attention to what we had to do. Solid defense, and we did that, and we came up with a win.
You guys played excellent against a very, very tough team. Did you believe in what Coach Schilling was trying to teach?
That was basically what we did in practice. We said, Coach said, just listen to me, pay attention to detail, block out on offensive rebounds. We did that, and we just came up. I'm just too happy right now.
Thanks for your time. Get back here with your teammates. Marty, back to you.
Mark, thank you very much. And certainly Marcus May very excited about the victory tonight. May with 14 points and hit big free throws down the stretch this evening as Wright State upsets Michigan State tonight by the final of 53-49 to win their 4th game of the season against 8 defeats The defeat for Michigan State drops the Spartans to 9-4 on the campaign. And as we mentioned, Michigan State coming into this game ranked 8th in one poll, 6th in the other. And they take a loss tonight. And I tell you, Mark Vest mentioned it as we got close to the end of the game about how if Wright State would be able to hang on and win this game, this would send shockwaves, I think is an understatement, across the college basketball landscape when you have a team that has struggled the way Wright State has struggled. A team that, to put it in perspective, lost a couple of weeks ago to St. Mary's by 32 points and turns around here tonight, Mark, and knocks off a team that came within a whisker of winning the entire thing last season, the national championship. That's why you play the game, I guess.
Well, you know what is so amazing to me is Michigan State came back at them several times. And, you know, you'll look at this game afterwards and say, well, Morris Peterson didn't have a good game. Well, maybe there's a reason why he didn't. I think Ed Schilling came into this game and his team very focused and very prepared. You know, it's all execution. They did it perfectly tonight.
Wright State with 2 players in double-figure scoring. Kevin Melson had 16. Marcus May had 14. Free throws were big tonight. The Raiders went 15 of 20 at the line this evening. You talked about Morris Peterson's evening. He was 2 of 15 tonight at the from the floor shooting the basketball, scored just 4 points. He's averaging 17 a game, and I think you're right. The defense had a lot to do with that
Well,
tonight.
and they contested. Everything that Michigan State did was contested. Nothing was easy. At the end of the first half, they got some things. I think the Raiders got a little bit fatigued. Michigan State with their size and strength, get the ball off the rim, and they run in transition. But the Raiders answered the bell, and, boy, I tell you what, that's how freshmen become sophomores right there. You know, at the end of the game, to be able to hold off a top 5 team, it's just a phenomenal win for Wright State.
The Raiders will enjoy, certainly, the new year with this major victory tonight, a 53-49 upset of Michigan State here at the Nutter Center. The Raiders head to the conference play. It starts next week. One more non-league game with Tennessee State coming up on Monday night, January the 3rd. But time to sit back and savor this one, an upset of Michigan State.
Well, you know, and this builds your season right here. You know, they're thinking now we're 3-8, things are kind of going bad, but, boy, to have a win like this, you're more confident now. These players are thinking, hey, we can beat some people. This is going to make a new beginning for the Raiders.
And I know you enjoy it, don't you, pal?
Oh, no doubt about it. You know, I'm almost speechless. You know, everybody hears me flapping my gums.
What a change, yeah.
Oh, this is unbelievable for Wright State basketball.
Raiders win it again tonight by the final 53-49 tonight over the Michigan State Spartans here at the Nutter Center. For Mark Vest and our entire Time Warner Sports crew, Marty Bannister saying Happy New Year. And again, the final, Wright State 53, Michigan State 49. You have been watching Wright State basketball on Time Warner Sports.